Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome to this edition of Mods Worth Noting. Just a note before I get going. Next two Fridays, there will not be a Mods Worth Noting. I will not be around to record them, so I will do my best to catch up with everything 3 weeks from today. So, mods starting back on page 6. So, volume is picking up at this point about a month or so after release. Addable triggers is also something that was available for FS25. This basically lets you take non-accessible buildings on your farm that were probably placeables on the map and put triggers near them that let you basically make them production items. So if you've got, say, a barn that is there and you want to say that's going to be my hayloft, you can go ahead and add the hayloft trigger, for example. Another returning mod, Real Mulcher, just lets you add the ability to mulch bushes and weeds with anything with a mulcher specialization. If you are into stone picking and want to turn them into lime, Lime Factory will give you the ability to do that. So that is it for this edition, as has been normal since release. Main focus is always on some equipment. There's a few buildings, but I would say these 6 pages as I've gone through them were heavy on additional plows and cultivators and things. Again, little things, nothing unique that I've seen. Not expecting anything unique. I mean, I think people are just redoing a lot of things that we've already had. But one of the things that I am keeping an eye out for is really the first type of map that appears in ModHub. So at this point, none have appeared. And again, the game released on the 12th of November. We are now the 20th of December. And nobody has come out with anything. Again, not unexpected, but just one of those challenges and one of the things that really breaks this whole process for me about, upgrading every three years to really repeat the same game over and over again. But for those of you that do enjoy that, obviously things are reappearing. You'd have to look and see if your favorite item has shown up this week or not, but I've never really done equipment and mods worth noting. If I ever see a harvester that lets you actually set the pipe instead of simply open and closed, which is something that has not returned since there was a mod in FS19 with a case harvester that did that, and I love that feature because then you can harvest in both directions because you can angle the pipe at 45 degrees or 50 degrees or whatever it is and still have a trailer follow you but not destroy the crop next to you. So they can tuck in behind you, behind the header and next to your cab and still load up. So it's great for multiplayer. If I see something like that ever appear again, I will certainly go ahead and talk about that. But it did not reappear in 3 years in FS22 and is exactly the type of thing that I'm talking about, of why I'm really not happy how Giants does this and requires everything to start over, because sometimes people just don't redo wonderful mods that I was enjoying. With that, as always, if you've enjoyed this but haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider those things, and I will see you next time. Again, in this case, 3 weeks from now in this series.